Equations of parallel and perpendicular lines. Lines in the plane can be vertical with no slope, horizontal where the slope is 0, or sloped, where slope is a non-zero real number. The slope m of a line connecting the points x1, y1 and x2, y2 is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The y-intercept of a line is the point where the line crosses the y-axis where x equals 0. It is standard to use the letter b to represent the y-intercept. So here's the y-intercept at the point 0, b. Equation of a sloped line. To determine an equation of a sloped line, find the coordinates of 2 points. Ideally, one is the y-intercept. Question 1. What is the value of the y-intercept b? Well, here, when x equals 0, y equals 1. So b equals 1. Question 2. What are the coordinates of a third point on the line? All right, so let's look. Oh, here's a point down here, and that is at -3, -1. What is the slope m? All right, remember, slope is rise over run. So from this point to this point, we rise 2 and run 3. So rise over run, 2/3. What is the equation of the line in y equals mx plus b form? All right, so y equals m, which is 2/3, x plus 1, which is b. Here are all of the answers typed out. Forms of lines from Algebra 1. The previous problem asked for the equation of a line in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept is one of the 3 standard ways to write the equation of a line. Getting comfortable with all 3 is important and is the goal of the next set of exercises. Alright, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, standard form is ax plus by equals c, and point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, or f of x equals mx plus b. M is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Exercise A. Write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form that includes the points 0, 5 and 2, 9. Alright, so we know that b equals 5 because that's when x equals 0. But to find the slope, let's do rise over run. So rise over run. So our y value goes from 5 to 9, which means it has a rise of +4. Our x value goes from 0 to 2, which means it has a run of +2. So the slope, which equals m, equals 2. So y equals mx plus b, y equals 2x plus 5. At this point, we can also use our equation for figuring out slope using 2 points. So here we have 9 minus 5 over 2 minus 0. So we did this, but in a slightly longer way. So this is now the new equation we can use to find slope, which is 2. And we have 0, 5, so b equals 5. And so here is our equation. Exercise B. Write the equation of the line AB in slope-intercept form, given A is 0, k, and B is 3k, -5k. All right, so let's use our slope equation. So this value minus this value, -5k minus k, over this value minus this value, 3k minus 0. So that equals -6k over 3k, which equals -2, because the k's cancel out, and 6 divided by 3 is 2. So our slope is -2. B equals k, because that's when x equals 0, y equals k. So y equals mx plus b, y equals -2x plus k. And here's the answer typed out. We could also have had f of x equals -2x plus k. It's the same equation there. Standard form of the line. ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are integers and a is greater than 0. Exercise C. What are the x and y intercepts of the line 5x plus 4y equals 20? To find the x-intercept, plug 0 in for y. because when y equals 0, you will get an x value of 4. So here we have our equation. You plug 0 in where y was, solve for x, and you see x equals 4. So here's our x-intercept. For the y-intercept, you do the same thing, but you plug 0 in where you see an x. So then you solve for y, and you get y equals 5. So when x equals 0, y equals 5. Exercise D. Write the equation of the line in standard form, ax plus by equals c. Well, it's actually pretty easy to write this out in slope-intercept form first and then convert it into standard form. So what's the slope here? So what is m? Well, the rise over run. So 1, 2, 3 over 2. So the slope is 3 over 2. And what is b? Well, when x equals 0, y equals -3. So the y-intercept is -3. So this gives us the equation y equals 3 over 2x minus 3. So what we can do here is multiply the whole thing by 2. That gives us 2y equals 3x minus 6. And now let's put it into standard form. So we have -3x plus 2y equals -6. Something you can do at your very last step too is to flip all of the signs, because we had -3x plus 2y equals -6, but if you multiply the whole thing by -1, you will get 3x minus 2y equals 6. It's nicer to not have a negative in the front of your equation. Point slope form of the line. All right, point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, or you could write it this way with f of x, where m is the slope and x1, y1 is a point on the line. Exercise E. Write the equation of the line in point slope form that passes through the point 6, -7 with a slope of 5. So we have y minus y1, so y1 is -7, equals m, which is 5, times x minus x1, which is 6. So knocking out this double negative, we have y plus 7 equals 5 times x minus 6. All right, exercise F. Write the equation of the line AB in point slope form that passes through the points A and B, where A is k, 2k, and B is -3k, 10k. All right, first we need to figure out what the slope is. So we have 10k minus 2k over -3k minus k. So that is 8k over -4k, which is -2. All right, now we can pick any point. We'll pick this one and use that to use point slope form. So y minus y1, which is 2k, equals m, which is -2, times x minus x1, which is k. So this would be our point slope form of the line. All right, so here is our equation, and here was our exercise F equation, and here's a picture of this line here. It looks like this.